it won't allow me to change it. Business. I tried to do it before
Hey guys, if anybody's on, we're just getting set up. I'm gonna put you over here so you get a little bird's eye view from here.
I don't know how to just change it to one thing. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you for the heart, me, baby.
There it goes.
I don't know how to change anything here actually. So it's gonna be interesting. Can't change the settings of exactly what you see when you come in. Can't change the setup of exactly how everything looks. This is so weird. I don't know how to do this. This is interesting. It's not letting me do, like, change the boxes. Hey, Iriseli. Changing the boxes. Okay, I guess we're just gonna watch it. Hey. Hola, prima.
Yeah, we're just getting set up. Glow's live on her YouTube, or her TikTok, tickety-tock. And we're live on our TikTok. How are you guys doing? Let's see if we can get a little more light in here.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll sign out and come back in. All right.
This is a little too dark for this camera angle. It's gonna lighten up a lot on the other side too. There we go. That's better. That's better.
What's your account on TikTok?
The Sound of Stardust, but you gotta go to the one with my picture, not the avatar on it. It was so funny. I got off the live last night for Patreon, and all of my everything was like dead. I was wondering because I hadn't charged things in a while. Like all the devices were dead at the same time, so they last all about the same time. Hey Ken, what's up? This should be kind of fun. You guys are going to get to see Glow get tuned. You know what? Let me get the microphone for you guys. Because this microphone takes in the sounds of the bowl much, much better than the iPhone does. Sorry, I forgot to put this on. Okay. There we go. This will make it all analog so you guys can enjoy the waves too. I'm not hearing myself on my mic. There we go. There we are. Whoops, sorry.
I can't control how
Ripping stuff out of Glow's hand. Till we get going a little bit, you're going to hear Betsy. She's next door on her live. She gets a little excited doing her readings.
it automatically goes to add in some, and I don't understand that.
So maybe we'll stick. I can put these on for right now. Speaking of smart speakers, weren't we just looking at these?
How
I can't believe they were such a good deal that you saw them. So these things that are playing are called smart speakers, and they kind of tune into your body. And they're pretty amazing because I notice when I'm tuning people, it'll be stuck on a certain note and it'll end up being the note of the chakra that we're working on. So this live isn't going to be, it's only going to be interactive in the beginning. Glow's getting hers set up. She wanted to put her live on too. Get a little live time in. And so she's going to get tuned. And you can kind of see how it's done.
Can you just come up and be there, because for some reason it won't let me not have a box. It automatically will not let me.
What's up, Jay? Whoa, what's up, Michelle? So we are live, excuse me, we are live on YouTube for free. We are live on Patreon for free right now. And we are live on TikTok. So any of the platforms that you feel the most comfortable on, the YouTube and Patreon does have the professional sound set up. We do have the best camera, the best microphone we could have for the iPhone on here. That is supposed to be comparable, but the YouTube it's got the professional equipment set up. So wherever you guys are most comfortable.
Alright. Just press mute and just stay there.
You guys stay plugged in, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can zoom in a little bit.
Oh. I don't know how to eliminate the boxes.
Oh.
It's not even giving me the option to eliminate them.
Hi.
So I guess we're gonna stay in boxes.
We're boxed in.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Glow, it's been a minute.
I know.
You need this. And I think too, it prompted me when we were standing here and I hit a bowl in here. And I looked right at you. Because I think it was you. She brought somebody down to my room today. And we were explaining sound therapy. And I hit one of my solar plexus bowls and I could hear something was really off. And I immediately looked over at Glow. So tonight we're going to do this, and then tomorrow we're going to do something a little special. We're going to do, tomorrow night I'm going to go live on, it'll be on YouTube and Patreon, because I only can be in one spot. And I'm going to do a setup here, so I have my bowls ready, and people are going to be able to come on, and we're going to do $10 for 10, it'll be 10-15 minutes. I'm going to hit people with the bowls, see what's off on them. If I can straighten it out in that amount of time, I'll do it. But it basically get a chakra read and tell you what is off in your body and what needs to work on and how to work on it. So we're going to do that and see how that goes. Shoes, ma'am, shoes. Shoes. Shoes.
Right underneath, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty versatile.
Okay.
Do you want a weighted eyes?
Yes.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
Oh, you got wolves and wolves.
Oh my goodness.
I wore my wolf tonight, my lab wolf. She's supposed to make me a raven one this coming year. I should message her and remind her. She made me one that looks just like my dragon.
Yeah.
You saw it? And she made me my wolf. I said, you gotta find me, you need to get me a raven. I said, it's sold. Don't sell it to nobody, it's sold. You want a little secret sauce?
Yes. Michelle secret sauce.
me see your forearms.
That smells so good.
That smells good, just me smelling it. You got extra.
That smells so good.
I like that your bed is lower. I might lower this a little bit.
Yeah. I love.
Yeah, because it probably would be easier for me if somebody was lower.
So I like the lower, for sure. I actually just took off the side pieces, and just have it.
Well, this
on the
one
floor.
goes up and down.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna back this. Let's see. I don't use this side of the room too much, so I'm gonna put this over here. All right, so if anybody is in here, we're not going to be talking too much. Just kind of going through the whole. Oh, Jay's over here too. I think Jay's the only one in here over on the other platform. All right. Okay, take a nice deep breath and let the day go. Relax. lot of energy. You needed that. I may yell at you in a minute for not coming to me sooner. Girl. I heard a little snore in there. Mm-hmm. I could hear the microphones above me. I could hear it in my headset. I heated up. Now my nose is running. Oh, let me get my stool out.
I was like, that's a lot.
Yeah, I had to use some big guns in there. I had to use some high octaves to move some blocks. So you're not grounded. Mm-hmm. And it's all based that what came out of the ground. Is it okay if I say it in front of everybody?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So your grounding's coming from a fear based. Mm-hmm. It has everything to do with work. Because you don't want to jump off that cliff. And I don't know. The message was don't make it more stressful, but keep working towards it and start doing it more consistent. That's what was coming up. But the fear that you're holding in your root chakra is all based around business and your business and getting your shit up off the ground and not having to work for anybody anymore.
Yeah.
So there's some frustration there, which that moved up into your solar, which your solar was off. Solar wasn't as bad. That went in pretty quick. Yeah. Your root gave me a lot to work with. And then the solar was off, and the solar was just frustration, stress, that kind of stuff. You got to learn to let that go. And that's all grounding. Get your feet on the ground and let that shit go into the ground, into the earth. Let the earth energy help you. And then your heart chakra was off. It wasn't blocked, but it was off. The solar, I wouldn't say it was totally blocked, but it was headed there. It had it was off, like to the point of almost being blocked, but I wouldn't call that a block because it reversed pretty easily. And so did your heart. And I think the feeling I got off it is that it has everything to do with work more than anything else, and trying to balance everything and being frustrated and feeling like, can I do this? No, I can't do this. Can I do this? I can do this. No, I can't do this.
Yeah.
That's what I felt was that very imbalanced, like you're going back and forth between stuff. Throat was off the charts. Good. Good. Yeah, those bowls you were resonating both of the bowls at the same time, which is really, really good. It was really strong, very powerful. That's your confidence. That's good. That's your confidence, your vibration going out. So that's a good thing that this isn't messing with what you're putting out.
Okay, good.
But you have to worry about what you're feeding yourself. You know what I mean? Because eventually it's going to mess everything up. Third eye, amazing. Oh, cool. No problem with your third eye. Really good insight, intention, perception of things. You just have to get rid of the doubt, that back and forth. But Spirit doesn't want you to go like quit your job tomorrow and go full force, because like I was being shown, that's going to cause you more stress. Like then you get more stressed, and that stress pulls down your ability to be able to get your ass up and going. You can do it. You can get it, the fire started basically. And then make the decision, go part-time, keep doing your thing, and then get rid of it totally. Keep doing your thing. Your crown was the worst. Your crown was totally blocked. So root and crown were the biggest problems. Oh. And then you had some solar heart stuff going, but it was all wrapped around that, and it's letting go. Yeah. Let that shit go. And you do that because, you're Scorpio, Libra. Yeah. And you all don't like to let shit go.
That's true.
You gotta learn to let the outside. You pay attention too much to the outside, and you hold on to it like it's your own baggage.
Mm-hmm.
Stop carrying everybody's baggage.
Yeah.
It's not yours. You can pray for them. You can love them through it. You keep sending them good energy. That's the best thing you can do, is to keep yourself aligned, and keep that space open for them to feel that alignment. That's when you ever have somebody come up to you and say, I just feel good being around you, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is because you're aligned. When that happens, you're aligned. And you're making somebody feel the alignment that their body and their subconscious recognize. It's a regulation. Like alignment is regulation.
Mm-hmm.
So when they feel that regulated state that they're not feeling, that's what happens. Mm-hmm. And they want to be around you. It has nothing to do with how you look, your personality. It has nothing to do with any of that. Mm-hmm. It is your energy being regulated, because their subconscious knows what regulation is. And your body remembers what regulation is. And everybody these days is in fight or flight all the time. That's the way it is. Everything is designed that way to keep you in fight or flight. Mm-hmm. So the biggest thing is becoming aware of that. Become aware of that everything around you is meant to keep you in that fight or flight. So stop focusing out there so much. Mm-hmm. And stay, when things get scary, you say, okay, let me just sit, go within, close my eyes, be in the woods, have my feet on the ground, grounding, moonlight over me or sunshine over me, get in that nice, safe space, because that is your temple. That's where you go, and it starts to regulate your body. And when you're regulated, the outside world becomes more regulated. The more chaotic, if you see, go take a look at the last 8-10 years. Okay? Mm-hmm. The political spectrum that's happened, as everybody gets in this fight or flight, and it gets worse and worse and worse, what's happened? Everybody is getting more chaotic and more chaotic and more chaotic. Mm-hmm. And it's because nobody's holding space aligned anymore. Like even healers, like I had to step back. You know what I mean? I had to step back from that because I'm a healer. I love everybody. There is no, this separation division thing, I know better than that. And I fell into it a little bit in the beginning too. Mm-hmm. And I said, nope. I am not going to judge people like that. I am not going to live in judgment. I am not going to blame people. I'm going to hold the peace. Mm-hmm. And I am going to sit here and be aligned and hold the peace for everybody else until they're ready to come back. And it's taken a while, but a lot of healers are starting to get the same way. They realize how far off they stepped away from their alignment, looking at something outside that was meant to do that to them. All that stuff outside is all meant for that. It is not meant for you to stay stabilized, regulated, and stay sane.
Seriously.
The more chaotic everybody is, the more control everybody has. So, we talk about that a lot in my sessions with people, because people come in with anxiety and depression and a lot going on in the world. And you know what? Sometimes it just takes you to sit down and remember that. That.
The crown chakra is correlated to the connection with spirit.
That's your connection to your divine, but it's also your release valve. That's where you let everything go. So when you're holding on to something, if you do not let it go out of the crown and you're trying to hold on to it, it starts blocking up that crown. So the crown, your energy's supposed to be going. And if you can't go out of the crown, what does it start doing? It starts slowing down. You start getting sluggish, right? Your energy starts getting sluggish because all of these energy, right? You have all these discs going down that are spinning, and they're spinning that. They're vortexing that energy through you, like in a toroid. Yeah. When they start to block and stop and things like that, or go backwards, it starts messing up your whole flow.
Yeah. I've been feeling very exhausted lately.
Yeah. Well, that should make you feel better. The crown and your grounding. You got to get your feet on the ground, too. Tomorrow, just take 5 minutes and go outside and get your feet on the ground.
Oh, yeah, like earthing and grounding.
Yeah, just get it in the mud. Don't worry about your feet getting dirty. Just get some nice mud, dirt, sand, anything. Get your feet in it. Needs it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oops. Let Let me do the puzzle for TikTok.
Hey.
Oh, it says I didn't.
I wonder if anyone was watching on my TikTok.
Oh, you don't have a puzzle. Why do I have puzzles all the time? I always get puzzles. Sound, healing session, discussion, business, stress, and grounding. That's AI summary.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh. How many's in here? Okay, 4. So anybody that's still on the live, we're live on YouTube over there. We're live on TikTok here, and GLO's got her live on over there too. Hello, everybody. So we did a live sound session tonight, and we are live on YouTube and we are live on Patreon right now. If you want to hit, we're setting up new. I'm going to be setting up new tiers on Patreon. We're waiting to hit 500 for subscription base on YouTube. Mm-hmm. We're doing a giveaway over on YouTube. We're doing a giveaway on TikTok. So if anybody, all you have to do is be following us, have your notifications on, because we're going to make a video. I'm going to give, as soon as we hit 1,000 on TikTok and we hit 1,000 on YouTube, I'm going to make a video for a date that's like a week off so everybody has time to see it. Mm-hmm. And they come on the live, and if you are on the live and you are following us, we're probably going to ask for people to, comment on that one post. That way they'll get notified right from, we can, make sure we direct the notifications too. Mm-hmm. And you come on the live, and whoever's on the live, we're going to randomly pick somebody to win that 3-piece set singing bowl. And those singing bowls are amazing. Yeah. Do you have one of those?
No,
that you played
the metal one?
Yeah, the one with the 3.
No, I wanted them. I do.
So we did. We're doing a giveaway on each platform there. So Patreon, we're going to be setting up some tiers for classes. I'm looking into doing special programs for PTSD, special program for anxiety and depression, and a special program where I'm going to start putting programs together. So those are going to be like a 4-month, kind of a 4-month subscription type thing. So you would go on and you would just pay for the 4 months, which it's, like $16. I'm going to do classes on sound therapy to teach sound therapy. We're probably going to do, I don't know, we'll do 5 classes, $20 a class. It'll be, I'm usually on for like 2 hours when I do stuff like that. We go through each chakra, stuff like that. You will learn about the chakras. You'll learn about the frequencies that correlate with those chakras. You'll learn about instruments. So if something, like if sound therapy is something that you're into, you can literally learn what to buy. Because like when I first started, I've been studying for over 16 years frequency. But when I got into it, I didn't know what to buy. And I'll teach you so you don't have to waste money. Mm-hmm. I'm doing your puzzle. Oh. You did get a puzzle.
I did.
I keep getting the puzzle wrong. Bitch tells me my puzzle piece is wrong.
Oh my goodness.
So I would teach you the tools to start with, depending on what you're gearing for. Like if you just want to do relaxing sound baths, there's a set of tools to get. If you want to do layering sound, and this is something you want your career, like my career is very science based. Like I have things in the works that I'm inventing for sound therapy. I'm working with a guy that invents his own sound therapy tools. And it's the same thing. You do not want to go buy sound tools on Amazon. You just don't want to do that. You're going to end up with garbage. They're reproductions of good instruments. You end up with ones that go out of pitch, so you're not helping anybody. You'll buy stuff in 440, which ramps and stimulates the nervous system. It overstimulates. If you're giving like a sound bath with it, you're going to stimulate people. They're going to get anxiety, and they're not going to like sound therapy. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of the things that are going on with sound therapy right now, is because people don't understand it's more than buying a singing bowl and playing a singing bowl. At least I wanted to do this small class that's, 5 sessions for $100 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna end up doing more. You know, you're gonna get so much information out of it, and I will teach you all the pitfalls of it. If this is something you want to get into, I can tell you the exact equipment to buy, because I went through all that trial and error too. Ask me how many microphones I have in my closet over there. I need to sell some of them. I need to find podcasters because I bought all these microphones, and sound bowls are a different animal and need a different kind of microphone. And unfortunately, I got misled a lot in the beginning. And I asked some sound people, and they really didn't know, but they thought they did, and they gave me the wrong information. So I have some different microphones. Pretty sure there's like 5 or 6 of them in my closet. And now I have the right ones. What I spent on all of those like surpasses, and because they're they're specialty microphones. I want another one over there, but I'm afraid it's gonna echo. I want another one of those and put it over on this side. I don't want this as much. Like
the handle.
I have the one that's on my ear too, and I like it, but it bothers my ear sometimes. So
I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, you had a massage, and then you had a tuning.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear her snore a little?
I did. I sure did.
GLO is, I heard.
Yeah, seriously, I was just like...
I said, she is out, and that's good.
I heard everything, but my body was like, you need to rest.
That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. If you do even the virtual sound therapy, and you fall asleep, that you think you fell asleep, usually during the sound therapy, you fall into meditation because spirit comes in and says, oh my God, I need this. And it shuts the ego down and basically is putting the ego night-night. And that's just a meditative state. You'll end up falling asleep because the session will end and you'll end up going into sleep mode. But absolutely. So there's some different programs that I want to do. And we're going to start working on those. And there's going to be long-term and short-term. And I will do... I will do another. So we have a VIP right now on Patreon, and that's closed off. Nobody else can get in on that one anymore. That was our founders, basically. We did a pilot program for 10 months, and as a reward, I closed that off. I left it at the price that it was at, and they have access to everything. But I'm going to do other levels where if you wanted to get access to everything, whether it is for learning purposes, I'll do a one-shot tier that you can get access to, like my videos that you can use at home for meditations. You would have access to sequences. And when I do the sequences, I have to actually load them onto Patreon because I have them on TikTok. Those I do put out a lot for free. And I do have them on YouTube. And if you're interested in sound therapy, check those out because those have the frequencies that I'm using, the sequences I'm using. And you'll learn, if you learn about sound therapy, regulation is key. So you want low octave bowls. You want good quality bowls because you don't want them going out of tune. You do not want to spend $300-400 on a bowl that's going to go out of tune and it's not going to be any good to you. You want perfect pitch bowls that stay in alignment. And you can get a mid-range power bowl set, and there's even mid-range bowls like this that aren't crazy expensive, but these are practitioner bowls. These are medicinal bowls, and then these are pretty much the upgrade. This is what you want to get into. These are the ones that do the crazy. This bowl is my favorite bowl ever. It's selenite infused.
It's my favorite bowl ever too.
This is selenite infused. Selenite's my jam, and it resonates with the heart chakra. And this is a regulation bowl. Listen to just the hum on it. The quality is insane, and I barely touched that bowl. one of the easiest bowls you're going to play. And you're going to learn that the more expensive the bowl, the easier it is to play. The longer it resonates, the easier it is to play, the more powerful it is because it's staying in tune. You're not dealing with a bowl that is, this can overpower other frequencies because it's so powerful. You have other kinds of bowls and they have a hard time. It's like a Toyota racing, a Dodge Charger. A Toyota Corolla and a Dodge Charger. You're going to get there, but it takes it takes less time to get there. So when you're doing sound sessions, right? Like I guarantee you're going to be tuned. My sessions are set for an hour. It's usually always over an hour a little bit because we always talk. And I usually keep time in between my sessions because I know people, like to understand what's going on and talk. So, and sometimes it does take longer, but I guarantee to be tuned. I will not stop tuning you. You hear Betsy in there?
Oh, the whole time.
She got
I was hearing Betsy and something about get out of there, and you were working on my crown, and I was like, oh shit, she can feel it.
But yeah, so you hear. So you do want to get good. If it's something career-wise, it's best to save up and get the good bowls. And if it's something you want to jump into right away and get some practice in, get it. You could get a set of mid-range bowls. Just don't buy the cheap ones because those are really bad, and you'll do more damage than good. I've literally had people come to me and tell me that sound therapy gave them anxiety or gave them. She got so distracted. Gave anxiety or gave people headaches, and there's certain things that are okay, but you have to know how to clear it, and that's a big thing too. Like sound therapy can give you a headache because if you have a block, and say I'm moving her solar plexus block up, right, and I'm pushing the energy up. Sometimes it gets up to here. I've had it happen when I've been Reiki'd, where something down here ends up in my head and my head starts to throb and almost like I'm going to get sick, like a migraine. And, I tell people breathe through stuff like that, breathe through it and let it go, push it out of your crown, just keep, because I explain to people what I'm doing to them. So when they sit back, they have their eyes closed, they kind of see a visualization of what's going on with their energy.
Yeah. And
that is helpful. Every once in a while, if something doesn't want to move, like I almost did it to GLO to say, you got to take a deep breath and breathe out, let it go. I almost did, and then all of a sudden her crown let loose. It was like, because I was starting to get a sweat. Like I start to sweat. I start to feel heat. Sometimes the person on the table will feel heat.
I made Michelle sweat.
She made me sweat. So yeah, so that's how it is. I'm gonna go live tomorrow night. I don't know. Are you gonna be around tomorrow night?
I'm not sure yet.
Tell Ken to get his buns up here.
I know, right? Ken needs to come down.
You need to come up to Connecticut.
Yeah, come on. He does.
So what I want to do tomorrow is I'm gonna go live, and if somebody wants, we're gonna set up a little Cash App. So I'll check all of your chakras. I don't care how long it takes. I'm hoping for 10-15 minutes per person, but there's always one person that is the energy's a little stubborn. So if you want your energy read, I'm going to do $10, 10 minutes, but it is what it is. If it takes me a half hour to figure out what's going on with your chakras, and I'll explain to you what's going on. I'm going to be setting up, that's the other thing this week, I'm going to be setting up the virtual sessions. So you can get recorded sessions where you get a session with me, but it's like an intake. So there's an intake form. We did this as a pilot over on our VIP, and it was very effective to the people that participated. We're going to do more of those. But you basically come in and you get an intake on Zoom. And then there's target questions that I ask. I figure out what's going on. I can do a full scan with you right on Zoom with what's going on with your chakras. I can use my bowls and hear everything. and then we get off of Zoom and I record a session for you, and then you get sent a packet that has your overall. It has what we did. Everything is obviously transparent, and so it has the data sheet of the information that was taken in from you, and it puts it into kind of like a diagnosis of your chakras, and it tells you where your chakras are off and why, and what you can do to help them. And then there's usually some kind of prescription in there. It's a sound prescription, but I started doing the sound prescriptions before I was doing the sessions, and I realized that I was concentrating too much on what I formulated for the sound instead of following my intuition, and I ended up literally ditching the first 3 or 4 sessions that I made for people.
Yeah.
I ditched them and redid them all intuitively.
Yeah.
They are using the same frequencies, but I can't say I'm going to use this for 5 minutes, I'm going to use this for 3 minutes. Even though the prescription's going to break it down that way.
Yeah.
I go where my heart tells me to go.
Yeah.
And if something needs to be added in or something needs to be taken away, as my intuition, because that's how I've always worked. And those are the ones that work the best. So you get this recording that is formulated just for you. And there's two different prices. You can do one if you want to join the data. It's much cheaper. You can do one of those sessions and it'll be a lot cheaper. Or if you don't want to give any data you don't want us to use your data, and it's not data like your name and birth date and all that crap. It's not that kind of stuff. It's so when you get done of the 2 weeks of doing this sound therapy recording, it's like a sheet that says every day it takes you 2 minutes. It's a yes and no's or a number. It takes you literally 2 minutes to fill it out every day that you do it. So if you want to do that and hand that in, you'll get a refund on your you'll get a huge refund on your thing. It'd be half price session, because we are still in the learning stages. We have tested it. It does work. It actually works really good. It's actually better than coming and doing a session, because Glow's gonna go home. She's probably gonna go home and go to sleep tonight. But people are gonna agitate her tomorrow.
No, just
So, life starts happening.
Yeah.
And that's where the regulation and alignment comes in. I mean, Glow knows better. I'm joking about her. She's a massage therapist, so she knows how to center herself and get back into alignment, but we all still need it.
Yeah.
I need it. I get Reiki. I have the best Reiki master in the entire world, and I am not saying that lightly. The best freaking Reiki master you ever want to go to is one of my close friends.
Yeah, she's really good. I've gotten Reiki by multiple people, and hers is intertwined in multiple different ways. She says she does 3 different things at once. I've never felt the things that I felt, and the emotional releases and everything. It's fantastic.
She does Reiki at a hospital, at UNH hospitals, 5 days a week. So she goes and she's doing end of life care and things like that. And she's been working for years at the hospital, and that's all she does. And if anybody knows energy work, the more you do it, the more powerful you get at it. I got so good at pattern recognition and recognizing what's wrong with somebody from my ear, from hearing my bowls or feeling things. I got that good just because I've worked on so many people. My first year and a half of doing sound therapy, I did it for free. Anybody that would let me tune them, I'd be like, "Can I tune you? Can you come in my room?" People would look at me like I was crazy. People didn't even know what tuning was. They were like, "What is it?" I was like, "Tuning forks, come here." And that was the thing I learned on tuning forks. Tuning forks are much harder. If you're gonna learn sound therapy and you want to learn sound therapy where it is actually a cheaper way, you get tuning forks. Get metal tuning forks. And then I upgraded to crystal tuning forks. And if you learn the tuning forks, you will get the bowls like nobody's business. This was easy. The tuning forks are hard. When you can hear a tuning fork or you can feel a tuning fork, and you feel the energy off. Like my crystal tuning forks, they would always feel lighter when somebody came into tune because they were vibrating together. If they're in resistance, the fork felt heavy. It took me, probably like 100 clients to freaking realize that that's what was happening. I'm like, why does this thing feel so heavy today? Why does this thing feel so light today? Like, you have to learn the patterns, and that's what sound therapy is all about. Tuning forks, though, is the way to do it. Like, I had a heart bowl, because heart is a hard one. Heart and solar plexus. Solar plexus is a rough one to get with tuning forks, but it'll work. And like anybody that wants to start it and do it for real, that's the way to do it. You get yourself a set of tuning forks and you drag people in and ask to tune them. Yeah. Because the more people you work on, you got to pay attention and you got to start noticing. You're going to start feeling things and you're going to start noticing. Mm-hmm. And the more people, if you can get people, like I opened up my center. So I started getting a flow of people. Everybody that came in there, I was like, can you come here for a minute? Let me tune you. They thought I was crazy. But it ended up building a very good foundation to my business. And then for another year, I did it for $25. And then I started to build out my sound therapy. And so I spent 2.5 years just either for free or $25 a session. And my sessions got really good and people started to really, really feel stuff. So... and in that time, I probably tuned 400 people because I was pulling everybody and anybody. I was going to fairs. Tina and I would go to fairs. We would have a tent. I had it all set up. Tina would put the oils on them, and they would send them in, and I would tune. I would come out of the tent soaked in sweat because I was just pulling energy all day.
Oh my
there would
God.
be a line outside of our tent, though. And once we started doing that, everybody knew us. Mm. And they would just stand in line, and I would be like, $20 for 20 minutes. And then that person would be out. Tina would collect the money. The next person would be in the chair, getting oils and in. And we rotated people out, in and out, all day long. Like, I would do 10 hours of sound therapy. I would be wiped for 3 days. It would be like a hangover, like a total energy hangover for 3 days after doing that.
Massage therapy as well. Massage therapy, I remember just having people come to Stardust.
Yeah.
And I would just try to get models. And the models were for footage, but it was also to get specific touch.
Yeah.
So, to identify different things on someone's body. Mm. My hands are so much different than they were when I was in retail. Yeah. I can't work retail ever again because it messed with my sense of touch. Yeah. Because I was grabbing so many items and things that now I try to eliminate that sense of touch too much unless it's something meaningful for massage. Yeah. Or to actually lay hands on someone because my hands are so delicate to touch now. Yeah. I can feel
I think I can't weld anymore.
You can't? You can't weld anymore?
I don't know if I can weld.
You're like, I can't stand the vibrations of the...
No, I probably would. I probably take...
I can't.
What's going on with
this? I can't. I could do the retail thing. I could still do it. My hand is different. What is that? What is it? Teeny, I'm sorry.
I don't even know if she's on. Teeny's probably like...
Yeah, but the sense of touch, because you're feeling vibrations, even if you couldn't hear at that point in time, imagine if you can tell if a vibration is off, you can by the feeling. Yeah, your sense of touch has gotten crazy amazing in terms of vibration.
Yeah. Well, that's how Lynn is, the Reiki master. She could touch me and I can feel. Mm-hmm. She walked by me when we were going through all the stuff with Tina. Yeah. And she just took care of Tina downstairs, and I was sitting on my couch in a daze. And she said, okay, I'm going to go. I'll see you later. And I looked over and I said, all right, have a good day. And she went to walk down my stairs, which the couch is right up against that wall. Mm-hmm. And she came back up the stairs and she goes, you need to take care of yourself. I said, come on, let's do it. Yeah. She straightens me out. Yeah. Lynn is my straighten outer.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. Well, it was fun being
this
live.
Is great.
And tomorrow night I'm gonna be live, and we'll do the tunings. Anybody that wants to come on, we're gonna say, like I said, we'll do $10 tunings. just to see, you could see where your chakras are at, what's off, why they're off, how to fix them, all this and that. And this week I'm gonna get this stuff, the virtual session set up that you'll be able to do if you want to. Like I said, if you want to be able to give data, there'll be like it's probably a half price thing. If you want to, and your data would never have your name on it or nothing. So your data, like we would take, like, say your first letter of your first name, your first letter of your last name, and a number after that would just be in chronological order of how many people were in the data test. So that's all that would ever be on there. It's just your answers to the questions. So all of your paperwork, if anything was ever shared, it's just your answers. Doesn't have any of your personal information and two initials and a name. That's how we're going to set it up. So it's always anonymous. We can share our data with other therapists, and I'm looking to do. We're opening up something called David's House, which my son is autistic, and he's nonverbal, and sound therapy has been a lifeline from him, and we're going to do something. I have to do videos on David because he's not allowed on the lives. He's only 10 right now. We got him when he was 6, and David has an amazing story, and he got sound therapy every day for a year, and we regulated him, and he did get Reiki from people, and other healing and orgone healing and Rife technology. But sound therapy, he got every single day for over a year. And it turned his whole life around. He wasn't the same kid. He still isn't, right?
Yeah.
You saw him from the beginning.
He's completely, yeah, I've seen.
He was feral. That's what they called him when he was brought into custody.
He's definitely a lot more, like, calm, grounded, like you say.
I'm going to do some videos and put them on our YouTube because we're allowed to do it that way. That way I can do a session on him and you can see the difference. Like he has the tick where he goes back and forth like this all the time, and then he has, if he gets excited or nervous, he claps. So if he's excited about something, he starts clapping and clapping and clapping, or if he gets really nervous, he claps. So those are his tics. But when he does sound therapy, he's just so, okay, chill. It just, like, I could bring him home, he just sits on the couch, and you would never even know. You wouldn't even know he was autistic. Like, after he gets a sound therapy session, he's just like, he acts totally normal. All of his tics go away. He doesn't rock and all that stuff. It's beautiful to see. And, he self-harmed. He was a horrible self-harmer. Like, you would cry if you saw what used to go on. I've never seen anything like it. And he doesn't do that. He hasn't self-harmed in over 3 years. So we did sound therapy with him. And that's something that I would like to get out there because I know a lot of people have children that are just like David. And they're treatable. Like, I'm not saying curable. I'm not saying that this has even been tested to see if it's across the board, but it's something that I want to do as a nonprofit. So we're going to open something called David's House, and we've already talked to the state of Connecticut, like DCF, state of Connecticut, because that's where we were in the program of doing emergency foster care, and because we had my wife and I had flexible schedules, and then we went to. We came across David's little brother, went up for adoption. We fell in love with him, and he went up for adoption, and then we found out about David, and we got David, and then the mother had another baby, Madison, and we got Madison. So we got the 3 of them. They were all born addicted. They're thriving. Charlie was thought that he was going to be just like David. He got sound therapy and lots of good stuff. And he turned around at 10 months old out of the blue. He was delayed, didn't look at you, eyes glazed over, just like David. And then, bam, 10 months came. All of a sudden, his eyes lit up, and he was interacting and trying to talk and, moving around and playing, and everything just went great. But it was 10 months of... Now, sound therapy on babies is a little different. That's another thing people need to know. When a baby doesn't have their inner ears fully developed, you cannot use like bowls and bells and things like that with a baby. You have to stick with forks, low hums, and forks, not around the ears. Keep them away from their ears, and just let the forks do the work over the body. Humming is a really big thing with babies. We did a lot of hum therapy with Madison and Charlie. David was 6 years old, so he got the full Monty. He needed it. He would beat me up over a Reese's peanut butter cup, and he did.
Yeah.
I will have that story forever. He tried to beat me up over a Reese's peanut butter cup. Wasn't really me though. He don't come after you, but he wasn't gonna let it go. He was gonna smash his face or do whatever he had to do to keep that freaking Reese's peanut butter cup.
I totally get it. Sugar is a big factor of
He hates sugar now. He hates chocolate. Reese's peanut butter cups. He would literally, like, I can't even say the word on here because they're so particular about what words you use, but he would do anything for a Reese's peanut butter cup. He was so addicted to Reese's peanut butter cups when we got him. Like, you couldn't take him to the store because if he saw that orange package, he knew what it was. He knew what that orange package was. But he ended up, he hates him now. He won't even touch him. I tried to give him as a treat one day. He did something really, really, really good. And I went in the store and I bought a Reese's peanut butter cup.
And you thought...
And I broke one in half and gave him half of one. Because I don't want him to have, like, a lot of chocolate and sugar. He's pretty much off of it. He took it, he smelled it, he licked it, and he gave it back to me. And was like, grrr. When he doesn't like something, it's grrr. He growls.
He's like, nah, give me something like...
I go, That's what he does.
Let me tell you, the way that he reacts now is so different.
He's such a good kid, though.
I loved having him here. Honestly, the way that he like was very visual when it came to his bubble guppies. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he's learning words. It's crazy. He's learning words, and I always thought he was gonna talk. I kept seeing 12, and I kept seeing him talking, like, in my third eye. Like, I kept just getting these visualizations that he was talking, and he was talking with, like, a stutter. Yeah. He doesn't talk full on, but he talks, and it's with a stutter. Yeah. But I don't know how it's going to happen, but I feel like it's still going to happen.
Yeah. You got him in early stage, like, before he was full on going to school. Mm-hmm. There was a lot that he was holding in. Yeah. And you worked on him all the time. Yeah. David for his first 6 years was locked in rooms. He was self-sufficient. Like, they literally threw potato chip bags and snacks, whatever they could steal. The parents, had a bad drug problem and they were homeless. The father was much better. The mother had no bond with her children. The father had the bond. Yeah. And when the father went to jail, David just, and the father went to jail quite a few times, and David just didn't have a chance, man. And he had a horrible, horrible first 6 years. But he's doing great now. I don't even think he remembers, to tell you the truth. Like, a lot of his PTSD, when he had triggers, like, every once in a while, if you move too fast, because that in the beginning, like, I'm Italian. I talk like this. I'm always like, hey, David, come on, you want to go to the park? Like, that's the way I talk. I had to curb myself from doing that. Yeah. Because if I went like that to him, if I go, come on, David, let's go to the park, get excited, he would freeze, and he would take a big breath in, and he would hold it, and he would freeze, and you could see his whole face turn, like, white. Oh. And he was scared because he didn't know what I was saying. Yeah. And then, so I had to learn to calm myself down. Like, I'm hyper. Yeah. I am always hyper, except in the mornings. He loves me in the morning. Now he sits with me in the living room because I'm so quiet in the morning. Yeah. He's hyper vigilant. After all those years of having to be hyper vigilant, he was, like, so on edge and hyper vigilant.
Yeah, he never slept. We used to have that monitor on. If you just came down the hallway, the board didn't even have to creak in the hallway. He heard you. I don't understand how he heard you, but he knew somebody was coming, and he used to pop up in bed and sit up, and then we, because right outside his room, our room is the next one, and Charlie's room is the next one. Yeah. But he saw you coming down that hallway with the door closed. No lights, so it's not like he was seeing shadows. Lights off in that house.
Ultra hyper vigilant.
He felt it. Well, I'm telling you, he's very telepathic too, and I'm afraid he's losing it because he doesn't use it as much as he did. I'm telling you, he put pictures in my head. I've heard words in my head to understand him. It's crazy. The stories are crazy, but he's not doing it as much because he's learning how to communicate now. So, and I don't think anybody else really read him like I did. Mm-hmm. And it's just, he ended up in the right place, put it that way. The first time I heard something in my head, I looked at him and I go, did you just tell me that? Does this mean good boy? Because remember, we didn't know what this meant. Yeah. And I was driving one day. This one's a quick story, I could tell. But I was driving one day, and this kid always went like this. He'd look at me and go like this. And we never knew why. Like, he did it so freaking random all the time. Mm-hmm. And I'm driving, and I looked at him, and he looked at me and smiled. And I looked back at the road, and I heard, I'm a good boy. And I heard it in like a little boy's... And all of a sudden, I saw him going like this in my head. Mm-hmm. And I turned to him, and I go, David, does this mean I'm a good boy? Is that what you're trying to tell me? And he was like, he got all excited and smiling. Oh. And I was like, he had to have somehow communicated that to me. Yeah. Like, it just popped out of nowhere. Yeah. We could not figure it out, what the hell that meant.
Yeah, because he did a lot.
He did it all the time. Yeah. And what he was doing is, because I'm a good boy means either I'm going to get a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, I'm going to get a soda, I'm going to get an iPad. Yeah. So he did it for everything. Like, you told him to eat the corn, and he'd go, eat this, do this. Everything was that. So we had no idea what it was because he did it for everything. And we had no idea what he was trying to tell us.
Oh, my goodness.
And somehow he correlated. Somebody must have tapped him on the head at one point, told him he was good, and gave him something, and it stuck. Oh. We didn't do it. Yeah. We don't know where it came from.
So he's like, bro, no, give me that Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Can you please give me that Reese's?
Everything.
Give me that iPad. It's fully charged. I know it.
All right, guys. I'm going to get off TikTok first. I'll come over to YouTube and say goodnight. All right, guys. I love you so much. We will be on, it'll be on YouTube and Patreon tomorrow. So if you go to our YouTube at The Sound of Stardust and put on your notifications, you'll get notified. You can go on Patreon. It's going to be a free one. So if you go on our Patreon, you can sign up at The Sound of Stardust too. We're going to have new tiers coming. We're going to have classes coming. We're going to have targeted sound therapy coming. And I'm going to try and get this all together. And of course, the VIP. I know some of you guys are on here. You guys will have access to it all. I love you guys. You have a wonderful night, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Hey, how did I make money?
Yeah, you guys sent a bunch of rewards.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, guys. There's one person left on here. I don't know who that is. Oh, Dawn was on here.
Yeah,
we can't hear what I think is Betsy in the background doing readings. It might be wrong. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Dawn, are you still on here, or Jay? Or did you fall asleep, leave? Ooh, it's 11 o'clock already. Dang now. I think whoever was on here is gone. All right.